Do you think narrow or, like everybody else does? Or are you one of those people that actually use your brain, use your mind, use the intelligence that God gave you? Oh, I love those people. So, we're going to find out if you're one of those or if you're one that just listens to everything that, media says, that the NBC, CBS, CNN, whatever favorite type of thing you have, or what the politicians say, or what the people in your neighborhood says, or what your kind or your tribe or your whatever it is that you call. Are you an exponential thinker? Do you think outside of the box that you have built for yourself? Do you realize that everybody builds themselves a little box? You build a box, and in this box are your truths, are your understandings, are your is in your little box. I want you to visualize this. When you know in my practice, when I was doing one-on-ones, I told everybody that they had to get a toolbox. And it was a mental toolbox. And inside of this box, I was going to give them tools because I'm a tool giver. And I was going to give them tools, and they store these tools in there. And this was so that they went out of therapy, that they didn't have to come back to me again. I'm a PhD in psychology. I'm not a psychologist because I do not belong to any of the boards. I do not belong to the state of California board. I'm not licensed by them or anything, but I am a PhD, have same credentials, all that kind of stuff. But I choose to work the way I work. Anyway, that's the disclaimer, so that nobody will say, oh, she said she's. No, she didn't, baby. She wouldn't want to be that in no kind of way. Thank you. Anyway, and it's because I'm an out of the box thinker. I didn't build a box to stay in it. I built a box to break out of it. Exponential thinking. So I would tell my clients, I want you to have a toolbox. And in this box, the thing that I want you to be able to do is to use it on the outside, to use it on those things that you have boxed yourself into, but also to be able to explode it. So I never gave them this part, but inside of my box is a dynamite, is all kinds of dynamite, which means I'm able to explode out of this, build a bigger box in which it is. And then as soon as I recognize that I put myself in a box, then I have to break out of it. Okay. So how do I think? I think with my imagination. I utilize my imagination, and the things that I think about, they don't make sense to a lot of people, but they create. It's creative thinking. Exponential thinking, exponential operating is creative. You say, well, I'm not a creative person. Now you just lied on yourself. You are creative. You just don't know how you're creative. Now, do I draw? No. Do I paint? Well, I can do some. I have a couple of paintings that people have hanging on their walls, but I would not call myself, a greater painter. And do I want to? I could get great, but I don't want to. It's not a priority to me. So, it's a hobby, and I do that. Am I a great golfer? No, I'm not a great golfer, but I'm pretty good. I'm good, and I'm getting better because that's important to me. I like it. I enjoy it. That's one of the things and one of the reasons that I work on my health. So I break out. Here it is that I'm in my 80s, and one of the things is that I'm wanting to be stronger and stronger, to do more, to think more. But I am not hung in my box. Many people. Now, I'm going to get into politics and into beliefs and religions and all of these things. Okay. Many people, certain nationalities of people, are known to vote a certain way. That's not me. You don't know what I'm going to do. The only thing that I have, the only thing that I do is everything that I do has to be filtered through my constitution, which is the Bible. That is my mainstay. Everything that I do. And do you realize something? That the Bible is the greatest breakout book in the whole wide world. It gives you so many things that you can build and use and operate and help other people with. I mean, this book, the principles in the Bible are phenomenal. It tells you how to have a family, a decent family, how to build wealth, how to live healthy, how to be wealthy, how to be wise. It teaches all of those things, okay? But I'm not here to teach a Bible lesson. You'll have to join my Bible classes, and which I do that. Anyway, the other thing is that exponential thinking is allowing you to take what it is that you can imagine. And then what happens is this: you start to imagine even more. And when people say, "What are you doing?" I am thinking outside of the box that I have built for me. Some people say, "Take God out of the box." But God ain't in no box. It's you that is in the box, seeing how you see him and how you see your life, how you see others, how you see all these situations. You can break out at any time, and it's all right here. In the Bible, it says something really interesting. In the book of Romans, it says, I beg you, by the mercies of God, present your body as a living sacrifice. Well, what in the world does that mean, a living sacrifice? Realize this, that it is going to go through many different things, and allow it to. Don't try to protect it from expansion. Don't try, and I'm not talking about being fat either. Don't try to protect it from finding ways and finding things that it wants to do. Free it. And then it says, be renewed in the spirit of your mind. You have to go and read all the rest of it. I'm not doing that. This is only a 15-minute program. Anyway, it says to be renewed in the spirit of your mind. In other words, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. So it told me, you got to free your mind, baby. You cannot think linear. You cannot think you cannot think that everything is this way. You cannot think that everything is in this world and everything has been released that you know about. The Bible does say that there's nothing new under the sun. So that gives me the opportunity to realize that it's under the sun. So since there's no limits for me, so my mind can expand and my ideas can expand. And so therefore, I don't stay stuck. I teach people how to get unstuck at whatever. Some of the people I've taught have been billionaires and millionaires and broke people and drug addicts and just all kinds of people. And you say, well, why would a billionaire or a millionaire come to you? Are you a billionaire? Nope, not in the physical form. Nope, ain't no big thing. But the thing is that I know how to unlock people. So since I know how to unlock people, don't nobody care what kind of money you got if you can help them to get unlocked so that they can go and produce more. They do not care. So in one of my programs, I talked about the level, the platform or the ground being level, the level ground. The level ground is your wisdom, your understanding, your skillfulness, your mastering, your being able to help people do what they want to do. That is your level ground. Okay, so when you start to think this way, you're thinking out of the box that you were born in. When I was a little girl, they told me what I could not do. They said, you can't do this. You can't do this. And in my mind, I said, yes, I can too. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, no. I did not know what I couldn't do. So all I know is what I was going to do. And for a long time, I didn't do anything. That might be some of you. Oh, I know I'm doing this and I'm doing this, and you're still sitting on your rusty behind, not doing a thing with it because you're lazy and you won't get up and do it, or you think you might make a mistake. I make mistakes every single solitary day. This week, I made a mistake. I had another program that I was supposed to do, but I just spaced out. I totally forgot about that program. But my partner that works with me in that program, he did that. And so the following one, we did it together. So it was all there. And I came on, told the people, I totally spaced out. I forgot it. So I don't lie. See, in order to have exponential thinking, you cannot be a liar. You must be a truth carrier. You must be one that lives a life of integrity. Everything has to do with integrity. And that means that you're not ashamed. Oh, that embarrassed me. It's nothing about embarrassment because everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes blunders, all of those things. And once you wipe those out, what happens is this: you start to have exponential, not just thinking, but manifestations. Things start to happen for you. Things start to happen. Why? Because your integrity, your mastery, your abilities, your caring, your honesty, your character will take you to places that all of your skills and all of these other things cannot do it. If you don't, slow down, Baker, slow down. Come on, slow down. Okay. Okay. If you don't realize, okay, the reason I say this is because you are the only person that knows every lie you have ever told. You're the only person that really knows you outside of God. Well, my husband knows me, my wife, they don't know everything about you. So just stop it. Okay. You're the only one that knows. So when you have integrity within yourself and you are a person of integrity, then you can imagine, you can grow, you can exponentially reach for anything. Why is that? Because it does not matter if you make a mistake, because you realize this, that the only person that knows that you made a mistake is you in the beginning, because they don't even know where you're going. And so you make this mistake. That didn't work. You make this one. That didn't work. You make this one. That didn't work. And then what seems like another mistake. Wow, that works. I know why this didn't, because it had to wait for this. This had to wait for this. So you're thinking outside of the little frame in which you had yourself in. Now you're reframing your whole world. You look at your past, and your past, now I know why that happened to me. It didn't happen to me. It happened for me. So I push it before, saying, okay, this thing happened. All right, this rape, this abuse, this thing happened. But oh my gosh, I didn't realize how strong I am. I didn't realize how that person no longer exists, or that person has done whatever it is. But what they meant for harm, my Lord, I'm able to take that, and I am able to help other people with it, which gives me income because I'm able to communicate with them. I'm able to empathize. I'm able to show them you can get through this also. So what happens is more ideas and things start to come to you. Why is that? Because you have started to think outside of the box that you have created for yourself. So what I'm saying to you, I've gone through a whole lot of things, but what I'm saying to you is this: break up the box or make a larger box so that you can start to do things that you were afraid to do. Never be afraid of your mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, you're not doing anything. Well, I need to be perfect. I need to have this. I don't know who the perfect police is. See, I haven't met them yet. I don't have a perfect police in my life. There isn't anything that I'm going to do that's going to be perfect, because the only one that can tell me that is perfect is God. And I guarantee you, he is not ready to tell me that yet. And I'm not ready for him to tell me that. I mean, when I leave this earth, I want him to say, good job. You did a good job. It was really great. Okay. Come on in. I'm not, but I ain't in no hurry for that. I don't want that for a long time, because I still have energy, new energy. The older I get, the more energy that I'm getting to do the things that I'm to do. Why is that? Because I broke out of a box. I broke out of a box. If I would compare myself to who my mother was at 80, no comparison. She had given up on life at that time. I'm just starting. Do you understand? Do you see what I'm doing? Okay, I have so many more things to conquer in my life, so many more people to help in my life, so many more people to allow to give the wisdom that I have, the skillfulness that I have, the things that are there, different methods, different methodologies about doing things, so many more people that I have to listen to. So there is my drive. So I can't stay in this little box, okay? So, what I'm saying to you is this: break out of all of those things, find the purpose in your life. When you find something that excites you, when you find something that works for you, when you find something where you can help a lot of people and those lot of people are willing to pay you, then that will take care of your financial problem. Okay, I have an Optimize Your Brain challenge, as you can see here behind me. Actually, we're having one next month, so make sure that you push that link down there so that you can get to that, so that you can sign up for it. And what we're going to be doing is busting myths. All of these are myths: that your mind is fixed, that your brain is fixed, that you can only go so far, that if you're of this a belief or this belief or that belief, or if you're a Democrat or a Republican or a non-person in, an independent or whatever, you can only go so far. You can only do so much. If you are of this nation or that nation or the other nation, then you can only do that. There are no onlys in your life unless you put them there. I don't have no onlys in my life. Nobody is my nomenclator. I am the one that I get to choose. I get to decide what it is and how far I go. If I die broke, it's not your fault. If I die broke, it's not your fault, it's mine. If I don't achieve, it's not your fault, it's mine. Because no one, once you understand who you are inside, and once you decide what it is that you're going to do, and then you get off your rusty behind, and then you start to do the work, nothing is impossible for you. I want you to think that the sky is not the limit, that God did not put limits on you. He made it so that you could exponentially grow. Not one plus one is two, but no, no. He says this. It even says it in his word that one can put 1,000 to flight, but two can put 10,000. So evidently, God does not count with one plus one plus one. Forget about the math. Forget about the addition. Forget about the things that you learn, and relearn it. Learn something. Teach yourself something that I can do what it is that's in my mind. There's many ideas that are in people's minds. There's things that you're dreaming about, and you say, oh no, that's impossible. Stop it. Stop doing that to yourself. Because if you can think it, if you can dream it, the Bible says all this. I know that all these people, wrote books and all of those things, but they got it out of the Bible. So I just go straight to the Bible. I read their books too, but I go straight to the Bible. Any rate, if you can think it, if you can see it, if you can hear it and then see the picture of it, then what it is this: then you will find a way. The people will come to you. Things will happen that are necessary in order for you to be able to invent, to be able to produce. Why? Because a lot of people are waiting on that. People want to buy what it is that you have in you, but you've been stingy and lazy and would not give it up. So you would not share it with the world. Don't be stingy. Don't be lazy. Don't think that what you have is not important. It is important. Bring it forth. Bring it out. The world is crying. The world is we're in a society right now where there's more liars, if more liars in public offices and in all of these different places, and people that do not think. I want you to be a thinker. I want you to learn to think for yourself so that you are never a victim unless you're an exponential grower and growther, as that's my word, okay? You are being controlled by others. Take your own steering wheel, take your own life, and make it fabulous. Make it what it was intended to be. You were intended to have exponential growth. Use your mind, use your talents, use your abilities, and others like you will be drawn to you so that you can create something wonderful that I and people like me need. Remember, click the thing down there, the link for the Optimize Your Brain Challenge, the Grow Challenge, the Grow My Brain Challenge, to expand my brain challenge. It's all of those things in one. And like this video, share it. Puts the bell that they will let you know when I do another one. And I'll see you next time here on the YouTube and X and all these other different places, wherever it is. But and then I'll see you in the challenge. Bye-bye.